Ian Stewart, MP for Milton Keynes South, for making this possible today. Ian sat at the front here, so if you'd like to give him a round of applause. Due to other commitments, he will be leaving us as soon as he finishes speaking. So let's enjoy his presence while he's here. I'd also like to thank the staff of Focus Learning Support who helped to organise this event, and of course Dr. Achinewhu-Nworgu, who is the director of Focus Learning Support. I'd like to welcome Professor Simon Achinewhu, Vice Chancellor of River State Uni of Science and Technology. Dr. Sam Wadu, Director of River State Overseas Scholarship Board International Awards. Mrs. Victoria Owusu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I extend a very warm welcome to the Houses of Parliament. We've laid on fine weather for you today. It's all part of the service. And it's a great pleasure in particular to welcome our guests from Nigeria today. It's a long way to travel, but you're very welcome to join us here in Parliament. It's a great pleasure to have you here to learn more about the importance of educating foreign students in the United Kingdom. It's certainly an important issue for the government. We do recognise that educating students to degree level is absolutely vital to both our economic future and that of the world more generally. Academic excellence, development in relevant industry skills, and the personal growth of a student will ensure that they're able to start their first day in full-time employment ready and able to face the challenges that are thrown at them. And this is even more important for foreign students who not only have the usual challenges of university, but they have the additional challenge of integrating into the local community and understanding the particular aspects of British culture in the workplace that will help them to succeed in their chosen field. The current government does recognise the challenges faced by national and international students, and we want to do all that we can to help them gain as much from their university experience as possible. And that's why we're working hard to make sure that the courses that students follow are tailored to equip them with both the academic and the personal skills that they need to make a good start in their careers on day one. We also aim to deliver a more inclusive system to allow university students to get greater access to the global community and learn the different cultures and experience the world as an integrated economic and social organism. Globalisation is here to stay, and people have to realise that whatever course they're studying, there'll be someone in France or China studying the same course, and that is the competition that exists in the world today. And this is where the work of Focus Learning Support comes in. They're helping students from Nigeria come over to the United Kingdom and study university courses that will help them compete in that global community. Many of the students I know are here today will go on to either work in the United Kingdom and help us rebuild our economy, or take skills back to Nigeria and help economic growth there. You are Nigeria's future leaders. Let me just share with you one or two interesting facts. By 2015, just 3 years' time, it's predicted that there will be some 30,000 Nigerian students in the United Kingdom, and that will account for some 7% of the total UK university population. That is a very significant number. It's something I'm well aware of personally. Jimmy Macaulay is one of my senior members of staff, has followed that route. He was born and raised in Lagos. He did his first degree at Ife University. He worked at the Guarantee Trust Bank before then coming to the University of Bath to do his master's. I'm afraid from there I poached him. So I've enticed him to stay, and he's a very loyal and senior member of my team, and I basically couldn't work without him. He calls me boss, but he's the real boss. All it remains for me to say is I hope you have a very informative and enjoyable afternoon. I hope you enjoy the hospitality here at the House of Commons and have the opportunity to view the wonderful vista we have here from the terrace today, and I understand you're on taking a tour around Parliament tomorrow. So I hope that is most enjoyable for you, and it's a great pleasure and honour to welcome you here today. Thank you.
UK and African policy. My name is Dr. Ms. Elizabeth Achinewhu, as they've said, the Director of Focus Learning Support. I just want to tell you a little bit how we came to being here today. First of all, a special thanks to Jeff, who has actually made this work, and the MP, Ian Stewart, and Steve Sergi Foundation, whom I have been working with for the past 1 month to get this organized and for you all to be here. Special thanks to the delegates from Nigeria. As they have already told you, it's a tight schedule for Governor, and he wishes you all the best and to make this event work well. He's praying for us as well. Thank you. Now I'm going to go straight to the topic. It's a mission statement of Focus Learning Support, what we stand to achieve. Focus, as you know, Ian has said, we are here to make education count for all, particularly for foreign students who come from Nigeria and Africa. Focus Learning Support was established in 2003 to support education for all. And it came about as a lecturer in education. Some of my colleagues are here as well, witnessing and sharing my views. In education system of United Kingdom, for foreign students, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Particularly for those students who come from Nigeria, who come from abroad, they come here, they have the cultural shock. So the role of Focus is to make sure that these students are integrated into Western education, simply because some of them come here, they don't have some skills or some knowledge to bring in here, particularly in ICT, information technology, where computer is a very scarce skills we have back home, because we don't have sufficient resources to back it up like the British British system. So for the foreign students, it's a problem. So sharing these practices today will help some of us to realize the problems that foreign students have faced. So for Focus Learning Support, we're here to propose education and empower students, families, and interested persons by bringing the educational gaps that prevent people from achieving. As I have said, we are here to, in terms of our aims, the aim is to provide national and international students with an enriching educational experience by helping them to bridge educational gaps so that they can realize their fullest potentials. Because sometimes some international students, because of the systems operates in African society, sometimes some of them suffer in education. Some of them start to study, they never finish because of one problem or the other. Some of the lecturers from universities in Nigeria are here today to share this with me. Students start because of strike action, because of one problem or the other, because of financial barriers, they do not finish. So Focus Learning Support is making it to happen for them, particularly for those who are here today to study. Special thanks to the Rivers State Governor, Honorable Rotimi Amechi, who has the vision to empower the youths to help them to succeed in academic environment. Hence, he brought quite a good number of them. In fact, if all of them come here today, we don't have rooms for them. Some of them are doing exams, some have serious assignments, some of them are coming tomorrow because it's a big day. But for those of them who are here today, they can share their testimonies, how grateful they are for the governor to bring a handful of them to come and gain the British education, which they will take back home to go and develop our Nigeria, which we are, particularly for those, some of the skills we are lacking in ICT, in petroleum engineering, and I think that is why Focus is dedicated to make sure that this happens. In terms of our core objectives, we are here to encourage learners to pursue educational goals. We provide all students with the guidance they need in terms of specific courses to study. So in other words, we arrange a recruitment campaign, we guide them, some students, when they come here, they don't realize what they are going to face. So the role of focused learning support is to guide them, to focus them on the particular subjects that they are supposed to deliver, and the ones that they are suitable and are able to embark on. Focused learning support, we incorporate educational philosophies and initiatives into all learning programs. We revise content, objectives, and resources if necessary to keep in line with educational trends. We build on what students have already achieved. We imitate good practice and establish learner-friendly environments. And the students who are here today, they can testify the good work Focus has been doing. We have our bridging activities. We are focused on TV programs. Focused learning support through Lizzie Show and working with Ben TV, which helps to air out some of the problems facing the international students. And it also engages students in debates on television, which again are aired on Ben. We aired through Nigeria, aired through United Kingdom, and this TV program has actually helped a lot of people. It has created awareness on educational problems faced by international students. We engage in research and development. Focus teams, we have specialist staff who engage in research and research activities, looking at some of the key issues impinging on the youth education. We have publications, we travel around, we provide our services both international and national. And through our publications, people are aware of what we do. We have motivational guest speakers, we have young ladies, we have the youths who are engaged in motivational speaking. Some of them are here today, some may be here tomorrow. We have seminars, regular seminars, which this is one of them. First time in House of Parliament. We have project management. We go there and get some projects and we deliver. We have consultancy activities going on. And to make it all, we have a Saturday school. And the reason for our Saturday school was as far back as 2003, when I realized the problems facing international students. Some of them are to do with coping with work, because the system of education back in Nigeria is totally different. The system here is you have to do the work. Back home is slightly different because some of them, are supported in one way or the other, but here you have to do the work, and this is essential. So one of the things we do in our Saturday schools is to actually coach the students on how to handle work, how to cope with some of the activities there, how to actually face the real work of studying and doing assignments. And also some of them have some problems with IT. We have IT suite, even though we don't charge for it, we maintain it to make sure that most students gain the IT skills that they will use in doing their work. Because some of the problems facing them is to do with assignments. As soon as they're given assignments, they need to type it. And back home, it wasn't like that, or it's not like that for them. So they have to use the IT too. So our Saturday school is helping a lot to achieve our aims and objectives. We have one-to-one tutorials.